One.
Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 135. We're taking a minor break from slap tear rehab, and the reason being is because I want to point out some of the finer points in the Brugger exercise that we did a couple days back. Some of the things that people continually do, and I get questions about all over and over again, I see in the rehab community all the time, is this hiking of the shoulders, right? Crossover Symmetry did a great job with bringing people aware of their posterior cuff and scapular rehab, and I think that's all great. The problem that I continue to have is people in the boxes and people that are doing this still get a ton of shoulder activation, of upper trap activation when they're doing all these exercises, whether it's here, whether it's this one, all of them, okay? It's not really the point. So here's a little drill that we can do to lose that shoulder activation, upper trap activation. We still want shoulder activation, posterior cuff. To lose that upper trap activation, and that's with the anti-shrug, okay? So I make that kind of a joke or the ploy in the office here when I call these movements anti-shrug movements, because if I was to take this and call this a shrug, what I want to do is I want to do a shoulder depression, okay? So one of the things that we had trouble with, and I realized that the first one that we originally talked about a couple days ago, we used two balls and we pressed them down. But a lot of times in the boxes, you don't have those. So what I did is I'm going to show you a different way that we can implement this, and it just takes a cord. You guys have those purple big bands there in just about every single box out there. It's a really, really light band, but all we're trying to do is provide ourselves some feedback for what we're going to do. So we take any type of band that we have, we put it over top of our neck, right? We put it at our elbows. To stop it from rolling, you're going to wrap around one time, okay? But you're still going to pull it up to your elbow or as close as you can to your elbow length. So you wrap around one time. So kind of end up in this situation right here, okay? And it wants to lay across your shoulder. Now what's going to happen is it's naturally going to want to pull you into a shrug position, and that's good because that gives you the feedback that you need to get that shoulder depression. So whenever we talk about starting this exercise, the very first thing that we talk about is bringing our shoulders back, which is kind of like that rolling back. See how they hike? And then I shrug downwards. So I get a really good feedback of what downward position of my shoulder blades should feel like. And if you were to be able to come up and touch the top of my shoulder or the top of my trap right here, I basically turn that trap on when I hike that shoulder, and when I press down, the trap can't be on. It's the same thing as like asking the bicep and tricep to be on at the same time. I won't get any downward motion, right? So what I do is I just bring back that same exercise from the other day, okay, where we started with the band, whichever band that we had here, right? The first thing we're going to do, shoulders going to be back and down. I really focus on that shoulder depression, right? My thumbs are going to stay outwards. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together, and I'm just going to pull out, hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in, reset, shoulders back and down. Really concentrate on the depression. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show you one from the back end. Roll back and down. Thumbs out. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I suggest that you guys, when you practice this, especially when you first start doing it, even if you're going to use one of these bands, do it in front of a mirror. If you ever see any hiking in the shoulder, that rep doesn't count. What we're going to try to do, guys, is collect 2 sets of 15 reps. It should be done with a really light resistance. We want to feel that really big burn, not some type of pump of what you get when you use the primary movers. Guys, that's going to wrap things up for tonight. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Until then, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.